pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Now we signal in a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do is keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Second and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6.
180. Come on. 180. 180. Come on. Come on.
Again, it's Henry. Pushing through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get on. 180. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Henry up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now third down and
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
With quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
a gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Again to Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
Jaguars 26. Ravens 24. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. The beauty of extending a play is sometimes the receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Quick, ready?
Jackson now. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pick.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Derrick Henry. A gain of 4 yards.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
10 more yards.
Good position to be in here, second and inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards. And the Baltimore first
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
180. Cut.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
18-yard line.
Shut up.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. We're looking to throw Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
26. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence on play action. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, Lion.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he's going to go down for a safety. Jackson tried to get away, but could not.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger. Jack Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Here we go. 1st and goal.
A gain of 54 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Go, let's go.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Jaguars 34.
So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
180.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Sit on. 180. Finish it. Sit on.
Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. That is intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10.
Hey. Sit on. Sit on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Hey, tomato. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you don't have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson to throw. They'll find Bateman once more. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st and goal. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, run! Hey, Soko, high!
A final shot now for Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.